Over the past week, I've been seeing so many articles regarding potential Zelda remakes and remasters, the Zelda movie, and some insight from the Zelda team regarding how they want to move forward with the series. Normally my content is more focused on the lore of the Zelda series, but I just want to take a few minutes to go over my thoughts on what the future of the Zelda series has to offer. So the first article I have is about the Zelda movie. I honestly wouldn't call it news per se, but it's been confirmed that the movie will be released before the end of the decade, meaning that it will come out in 2029 at the latest. The reason I say this isn't really news is because when Miyamoto first announced the movie, most of us, I'm sure, thought that this would release in a few years from now, definitely before 2030. Regardless, it's just nice to have a reassurance that the film will be out in a few years. The next thing I have was probably been circling around by now, but there is new hope that Wind Waker could be released on the Switch after all. I made a video over a year ago stating that I didn't think we would ever see it on the Switch at all, and since then I haven't ever gotten my hopes up. I was just assuming that if it was going to happen at all, Wind Waker would be put on the Switch 2 instead. However, on a Russian retailer website called Video IGR, a Wind Waker remaster for Switch 2 has been listed there. Whether it's legit or not, I'm unsure, as I have had numerous times of getting my hopes up for nothing. But what's nice with this is we have a screenshot of the game being listed rather than just rumors based on what other people say. I feel like we could potentially have a chance to finally get Wind Waker on Switch, but if this is another false alarm, I won't be too disappointed, as we will have the Switch 2 being announced in the not too distant future, according to Nintendo. One other potential leak I have is in regards to an Ocarina of Time remake. This has been teased for quite some time now, but industry insider Samus Hunter posted on Twitter stating that it may be a little early for this tweet, but winter is coming and so are new announcements, along with 2 images. One of those images was a screenshot of adult Link from Ocarina of Time, playing the ocarina in the House of Skulltula. This is now outdated news, however, as Samus Hunter stated a day later that the Zelda picture is not a hint for a Zelda game. But I don't think this necessarily means that we won't get an Ocarina of Time remake soon. I could see it being a thing in a few years, but for now I'll just sit patiently and keep a lookout for more information. And lastly, I have some quotes from Eiji Aonuma himself regarding how he feels about Echoes of Wisdom, and how he sees the future of the series. In a recent interview, Aonuma said that Echoes of Wisdom helped him see that there is still potential for 2D Zelda games, and since then, he has been convinced that there should be a balance of both dynamic 3D Zelda games and top-down 2D Zelda games. This means that top-down Zelda games will definitely not be going away anytime soon, and as a longtime Zelda fan, I couldn't be any happier. So, what was the point of me going over all these articles? Well, even though Echoes of Wisdom is still really new, and I'm continuing to rack up my hours spent in the game, Nintendo is moving on to new things, preparing for the reveal of their next big console. We don't know what Zelda games are going to be out next, and we can only guess what the future of Zelda could look like, but the reason I'm going over these articles is because I believe that something big regarding the series is going to happen soon. Yeah, you'll always have your occasional leaks and rumors, but according to Eiji Aonuma, the future of the series will be very diverse and focus on 2 different aspects of the series for different kinds of players to enjoy. All I know is that the Future of Zelda series is going to be very spectacular, and I hope you guys are all hyped for this. I normally don't make videos like this at all, but I feel like this was important to discuss so that us as the fans have a general idea of what the future of the series could hold. While we wait patiently though, you should check out my Rebuild Timeline series that I mainly focus on right now. If you don't know, it is about the effort to carefully study every single Zelda game and other media to rebuild the Zelda timeline from scratch to see if we can make new lore revelations that could be hiding in the shadows, being forgotten. I highly suggest checking it out if you haven't already, but in the meantime subscribe for more Zelda videos. as well as become a member of my lair via Discord, and follow me on Twitter for casual Zelda posts. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you on our next adventure.